Which is better, a really expensive pencil or one I got for free? We're gonna find out. Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jennifer Moore, helping you discover your love of sewing crafts and DIY projects. And I've got two pencils here. One that I got for free in a stash builder box a very long time ago, and one that I probably paid way too much money for. This is the cult classic, the Palomino Blackwing Pearl. It's white. I paid $25 for 12 pencils, and I want to test these out kind of side by side to see, are these worth it? Is it worth it to pay 25 big ones? In comparison, I was at the grocery store and I noticed they were selling a pack of pencils, like 10 or 12, for $1.78, so that's a pretty big price difference. And I kind of want to know, will these live up to the hype? I've heard so much about these. It feels like I've been seeing these everywhere lately, so I wanted to try them out for myself and for you guys. So we're gonna do some comparison tests and see how these measure up. Now, according to the company website, these pencils were originally made back in the 1930s, and they were very popular among like artists, musicians, cartoonists. So they were discontinued, and then people wanted to bring them back, so they did. There are three different types of Palomino Blackwings. There is the Blackwing 602, which is the firmest of the graphite, so it's apparently good for like writing and everyday users. The original Blackwing is the black pencil with the gold imprint and white eraser, and that one is being marketed towards artists and musicians. It's got, I guess, a softer graphite. And then the one I got is the Blackwing Pearl, and that's white with a white eraser, and it's sort of a medium firmness. I chose the Pearl version because it was sort of in between. I wasn't exactly sure what I needed, and I probably will be needing to erase a lot of things, so I didn't want to go for the 602 because that is apparently the hardest pencil they have. They also have some really cool special editions. They have like a subscription club, and you can subscribe to get special limited edition pencils every month. And some of those designs, I'm going to show them on the website, they look really cool. If I get really into drawing and find I need these types of supplies a lot, I would actually think about the subscription because they were really cool. And it seems like that's the only way you can get the special editions. They seem to sell out very quickly. The subscription does seem a little pricey, but if you're like really geeky about art supplies and drawing supplies, that might be for you. All right, so let's get into the test. I'm going to try to just use it as a writing implement, and I'm going to divide. This is just like random copy paper, so I'm gonna divide it kind of in half. Maybe I'll try to draw some basic shapes. I'll also try to do a little shading, see if I notice a difference. I didn't really know there were this many types of pencils, so. And yes, I was totally drawn in by the packaging and the cult classic status. I want to be honest with you. I was like, those look really cool. And I totally bought into it. So we're going to see if that lives up to the hype. Okay, so everything on this side is going to be drawn with the free pencil. Everything on the other side is going to be drawn with the Blackwing. Okay, so let's try to draw. Now, disclaimer, I am definitely not a professional artist, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to try. What should we draw first? I'm gonna try to draw a pencil. I'm not that good at drawing. I did take some art classes in school. This feels very smooth to draw, so that's kind of nice. Okay, so we've got this pencil. It does seem very soft, and I didn't really notice any difference in sharpening these two pencils. Like, didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Okay, so, and I'm also gonna use this Volvo installation booklet just to cover up the pencil so I don't smudge it. That's a problem with being a lefty, is that your hand always has crap on the bottom of it. Okay, so let's try to draw a pencil over here, and then we will. All right, this pencil definitely seems harder. Like, it's a darker mark for sure. It makes darker marks, and it does seem a little more like it's more firm. Like, I guess that's what I would say. I think there's definitely going to be a difference when I start to shade this. Okay, yeah. I mean, it looks fairly similar, but this one, the Blackwing, definitely felt a little more like soft to draw with. All right, so let's try to write out some phrases. I'm gonna draw my name in fancy script that I've been learning. I've been trying to work on my hand lettering, but I noticed some of my letters just have like a weird angle. Like, my letters don't all go at the same angle. So I may need some grid lines. Okay, so that's my name with the Blackwing. And now we'll do my name with the free pencil. And yes, this does say you can never have too much fabric on the pencil. I knew I had one of these free ones around somewhere. Okay. You know, I gotta say though, the Blackwing definitely feels a little bit smoother to write with. Okay. I don't know, it feels more fun. This one kind of drags more and I feel more resistance on the paper. I don't know if that's like a placebo effect or not, but that's something that I definitely notice. I mean, it looks fairly similar. I would say though, this pencil, when I'm doing the letters, it seems a little more like crisp. I don't know, the lettering looks more crisp. I don't know. Anyways, let's try to do some shading. Okay, so I'm gonna try to change the pressure and I'll go like from light pressure. So this is like me barely putting any pressure on there, okay. This is sort of, and I'll just sort of increase the pressure that I'm making and see how that looks. I mean, this shades really well. I can definitely see why artists like this. You can definitely get a lot of range with how light and dark your strokes are. Let me see if I can get it like super dark. I don't know. That seems to be about as dark as I can get. And I don't want to like mash up the paper or anything. That wouldn't be great either. Okay. All right, let's try it with the free pencil. Okay, so I notice a difference immediately with this pencil. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's definitely a difference immediately. This one does not do shading as well. Like, it doesn't blend as nicely as the other one, and it's harder to do shading with this one for sure. Like, this one, yeah, I don't know. All right, let me try this again. You know what? Yeah, it's really hard to get light strokes and have them blend. Like it looks, like the lines I'm making with the strokes look very harsh. When I'm increasing pressure, it definitely gets a little bit better. But when I was trying to do it like super light, it like wasn't having it. Ooh, you know what? I can see how they erase too. Okay, I'm gonna test out the eraser. See what the difference is. For shading, I would say I would definitely have to go with the Blackwing. All right, so let's test out the eraser. I got this eraser. It's like it's a very cool looking retractable eraser. I'm a fan. All right, so I'm gonna try to erase this mark I accidentally made. So this is the free pencil. Okay, let's see here. This erased pretty cleanly. I don't really see any mark. Like there's one mark that's a little stubborn. Try to erase something from the Blackwing. Okay, this is about an equivalent sized mark. Okay. You know, this one is not coming up as easily. This mark definitely seems harder to erase than the other one. All right, so 1 point for the free pencil for sure. Okay. I was not expecting that. I really thought the Palomino would erase a little cleaner. Pretty interesting. The mark with the free pencil came off cleanly. The one with the way more expensive Palomino Blackwings did not. Now, I don't know if maybe that would be different with the regular Blackwings that are apparently a softer lead. I don't know. But there's still definitely a faint mark here. That outcome really surprised me because you're paying so much more for these pencils and you would kind of expect them to be able to be easily erasable. And this eraser got awesome reviews too. So I imagine if you're an artist or you're like you do design or lettering, you'd probably have to do a lot of erasing. And it is a little disappointing that this mark did not come up very cleanly. All right, I'm gonna make we'll make a very faint, all right. I made a super faint line. Let's see how it does with that. I'm really trying to give these pencils a chance. I mean, obviously I want them to be worth $25 because that's how much I paid for them. Okay, this one did better. There's still like a tiny mark, but it's not that noticeable. I would tell you this, if you are working with these pencils and you need to erase stuff, it might be good to go with the regular Blackwings with the very soft graphite core. And in fact, if I bought more of these pencils, I would probably go for the regular Blackwings and give those a try. So maybe they would be erased easier. Okay, we're gonna do one more test with the free pencil. I'm gonna make a line that's got a little more pressure on here. Okay, this is a line with quite a bit of pressure on it. It's very dark. All right, let's see if this erases. Lesson learned, if you do want to be able to erase pencil marks, don't press so hard, which seems very obvious probably. I might try out the regular Blackwings just to see if there's a difference in the erasability. I know, erasability is a factor now. To give Blackwing the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to try to use the eraser that it came with instead of my own eraser, just to see if that makes a difference. Okay, so I'm gonna make kind of this is sort of a normal line. Okay, here we go. Make a couple of these. All right, let's try to use the eraser that's actually on the pencil. See if that makes a difference. You know what, actually it sort of did. This is definitely not completely gone. And I'm using the eraser that came on the pencil. I mean, it's not a big deal if you're just messing around, but if this is some sort of final art project and it relies on you being able to erase all your pencil marks, that might be a problem. All right, let me try to get the remainder with my eraser. Let's see, I mean, the lines are very faint, like you really can barely see them. You know what? Actually, this eraser is doing better. Okay, here we go. Lesson learned, get a cool retractable eraser. I will link this one below. I like it so far, and I also got refills for when this one runs out. So this is definitely doing pretty good with the Blackwing pencil. Oh, smudgeability. All right, we're gonna try to smudge. I gotta say, the Blackwing definitely feels better in your hand, and it's a smoother writing experience overall. I never thought I would ever say that sentence in my life, but I just did. Actually, I've got a Q-tip out. Let me try to smudge it with a Q-tip so I really don't want to get my hands like super dirty. Okay, let's see how much this smudges. I mean, there's a little bit of smudginess, but it's not like super bad. All right, we'll try this other one. You know, I would say this one's smudging like a little bit more. I would say it's really not like a crazy difference in my opinion. Final verdict, I actually do like the Palomino Blackwing Pearl, but if you just need like a pencil, a random pencil, don't spend your money on these because they are pretty expensive. Get the free pencils, get one from like the Putt-Putt, wherever you are, just don't spend a lot of cash on pencils. But if you're an artist, you draw, you illustrate, you do hand lettering, or like me, you just want to really practice those things and you want to get better at them, these might be worth looking into, but definitely look to see which one of these fits your need because there is a difference in how firm this graphite is, which will affect what you are writing or drawing. I am a little bit disappointed though because I thought that it would erase easier than it did, and it still did smudge a little bit. But overall, I do like this pencil better. Is it worth an extra $23 for a pack of pencils? You know, I don't know. I could go either way. If you were on the fence or just curious about these cult classics, the Palomino Blackwing pencils, I hope this video was helpful. I was just curious myself, so that's why I wanted to make this video. And if anyone does use these pencils and you have a better suggestion for an eraser, let me know. I'm curious. I only tried 2 erasers, but I know there's like a gazillion more out there to try. So I'm always open if you have any suggestions. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel, The Sewing Report, for everything sewing crafts and DIY projects. I'm Jennifer Moore, and I'll see you again in the next video.